Let's start off as always with the arcade version. It's hard not to think that the designers of Smash TV were influenced by all the Schwarzenegger movies, especially The Running Man. The idea of the game is very simple. You take part in this new ultra-violent TV game show, where the only real objective is to blow away everything in sight and survive. The game is really tough and has hordes of enemies wave after wave attacking you. Luckily, you can run and fire in any direction thanks to the arcade's twin joystick setup. Something that caused issues for quite a few of the home ports.
Yeah! Bingo! Bingo! Woo! Good luck! You'll need it! 10 seconds! Contestant! I'd buy that for $1.
Let's be honest, there is only one real home port of Smash TV that's worth owning that isn't emulation, and that's the Super Famicom, or SNES if you like the English name better, port by Beam Software. In my opinion, this sounds so much better than the arcade game, or at least the music does, and graphically it looks pretty good too. Unfortunately, some of the gore has been removed thanks to Nintendo censorship, but not completely, so the game still has a little bit of violence in there. The Super Famicom controller is ideal for this game since it has 4 face-on buttons, which the second joystick from the arcade has been mapped to. This means it's possible to run and fire in any direction you want, just like the arcade machine. Without a doubt, this is a fantastic port, far better than all the others, but maybe that's because Probe Software handled them.
Let's go! Good luck! You'll need it! Let's go! I'd buy that for $1.
time for something a little different. What on earth is going on here? The Spectrum version of the game is more like an unofficial copy than anything else. The stages have been redesigned and the gameplay is just awful. Just like the Atari ST, Amiga, Commodore 64 and Amstrad CPC, the developers, Probe Software, were stupid enough not to add a lock button to the joystick controls. I mean, it's obvious you can't have 4 different fire directions on a home computer because they only use one fire button. So the intelligent choice would be to have auto fire, while the fire button would lock you in a certain direction. That way you could run backwards while shooting forwards. There probably is a lock option using the keyboard, but that's crazy. I'm sitting right next to the keyboard while playing this, but there's no chance in hell can I use it while holding the controller. This C64 version isn't developed by Probe, from what I know. In fact, I'd be hard pressed to think that this was an official port. Most of the arcade details are missing, and again it suffers from having no lock on the joystick controls. So I'm playing this with the keyboard, which to be honest is not easy at all. The funny thing is that this version feels better than the Spectrum port. Okay, back to the consoles. The Sega Master System also saw a version of Smash TV, and for the system it's not that bad graphically. The controls are okay, and there is a lock button so you can run backwards while shooting forwards. Not that it will help you though. Pro who ported this need to take a lesson in computer AI. The enemy dart about all over the place, and the collision detection is a joke, making this more of a nightmare to play than anything else. So you take the Master System game, squeeze it onto a small blurry screen and sell it to the unexpecting public. Yep, Smash TV on the Game Gear is not a fun experience. Let's step up to 16-bit with the Mega Drive version. Unfortunately, it's not that good. The controls don't feel right, the collision detection isn't right, and the music is awful. But what do you expect from the developers? This is one of those games that Super Famicom owners could really gloat about to their Mega Drive owning friends. Just like the Super Famicom port, this Famicom version was handled by Beam Software, and it shows. It's vastly superior to the Master System version in terms of playability and even graphically to a point. Best of all, it features some speech from the arcade game. Now come on, where's the BGM? I mean, part of the Smash TV experience is the BGM. Having a port that looks as good as this without having any music is silly. To be honest, this isn't worth playing anyway, because as you've guessed, there's no fire lock button on the joystick, meaning that you basically have to run into the enemies to kill them off, often resulting in your own death. not much I can say about the Atari ST version really. It's pretty much the same as the Amiga version. The colours are slightly different, graphics may have a few different details in them, and the stages still have no background music. But apart from that, it's pretty much identical to the Amiga version, including the crappy controls.